Hello. So, how's it going, Jeremy?
Oh, it's good.
Looks like tonight we're drawing Cable.
Yes, that's the theme for the night.
Gotta like Cable. I always liked him. I always thought his name was, when I was a kid, I thought his name was a little weird. It's like, makes me think of, HBO or something like that.
It's one of those weird characters that I've never hated him, but I've also never really loved him either.
Yeah, I never loved him or anything, but I always thought he was cool. He's one of my favorite X-Men, I'd say. He's obviously influenced by like the Terminator or something like that. He's got some Schwarzenegger-esque things about him. I remember him from the X-Men cartoon and his comic book. He had, I think, his first miniseries. I don't know if it was his first or not, but early 90s.
So Rizzy Lee in the chat room says that Cable is the son of the best X-Man.
I like Cyclops. I'm a Wolverine guy, but Wolverine, I wouldn't necessarily, I don't know. He's certainly the original X-Man Cyclops, and he is the best. I mean, as far as X-Man, he's not necessarily my favorite, though. What do you think about Cable nowadays? Baby Cable or whatever it is.
Is he baby? He's like
Kid Cable.
Teenage Cable?
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know. I was gonna buy like the new series, but I think I'll just wait for that in trade.
It doesn't work as well to me because I like Cable as the gruff dude that he is. I don't think he's nearly as cool as a young dude. For Cyclops, it's interesting to see him kind of like be more of a father figure to Cable. So I understand wanting to see that happen. So they make it interesting, but I don't think it helps Cable's character much. I see. Can you hear me? I can't hear you guys.
Yeah, I'm on mute.
Oh,
I got a lot of background noise here that I just want to avoid having.
I thought maybe it was something on my end. I see
Hmm.
that Risey Lee hates the soy boy cable.
Is it Risey Lee or is it Rizzy Lee?
Or, I don't know. I'm sorry.
No, it's Risey Lee. I'm just giving him shit. I shouldn't do that to him. He's a good kid.
I don't know if I agree with his hairstyle back then. I'm doing the this version so people can see the Liefeld like X Force.
I feel like with certain characters like Cable or Bishop, or you can get away with exaggerating them.
Yeah, like I went crazy here with his body proportions. I don't usually go this crazy. I mean, my cable's probably 10 heads high or something like that.
Well, do you ever see what he looked like on the old animated show where his body is like bigger than everybody else?
Yeah, he's a huge dude. I thought it was really weird seeing him played by Josh Brolin and Deadpool, just because, you know, I'm used to seeing him at least 9 heads tall and this huge dude. But when he's brought to actual human proportions, he loses a lot, I think. You know, I like it. Comic version, he's larger than life, but I done lost my eraser right off the bat. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I like the concept, you know. It starts to get crazy when you've got mutants and then time travel on top of it. It's pretty cool.
So what do you know about Cable? Because we got a question in the chat, and I've never really understood Cable either. So
Oh, yeah, he had powers too, to answer it. What kind of powers was it? Was how to? It's he wasn't telepathic. He was telekinetic, and
okay, so
he used his telekinesis to keep the technovirus at
the
bay,
technovirus, yeah.
so it wouldn't completely take him over. So I know my stuff a little bit. There was a version of him in the 90s, not one I necessarily cared for, but the concept was like something to do with him never getting the technovirus and him being able to use his telekinesis better. So he like trains or something to become a telekinetic, and he's not the gruff dude. He's younger looking anyways. Because he never goes through hell, basically.
No.
Can you guys?
Oh, hey, Tom.
Hey, how's it going? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Very lightly. We can hear you. I can barely hear you.
I'm trying these wireless headphones. It's supposed to be decent. Hang on, let me see if I can adjust. Can you hear me? Any better or not?
Say about
Okay.
so.
Oh, sorry.
I hear him fine on my end, but that's just on my end.
Hello, hello. Well, Jeremy will have to live with it.
Damn it.
You guys already got started. Wow.
So, Tom, are you drawing cable too, or?
I will draw a cable.
Sweet.
After I'm done
What
with
do you think?
We just got pizza delivered here, so I'm just eating dinner
Oh,
a bit while I watch you guys.
pizza always sounds nice.
Yeah, Pizza Hut delivery is the only thing keeping me sane during these times.
Who'd you order from?
Pizza Hut.
The Hut.
How'd your guys' week go?
It went.
Flew by.
Yeah.
Flew by quick for me.
Yeah, me too. Which I guess is a good thing. The quicker time flies, the sooner we'll be back to normal, I guess. But
Yeah, it's been going on for a while now.
yeah, getting stir crazy.
I don't actually even know how long it's been.
It was mid-March, because I remember that's when my last Comic-Con was.
Yesterday, I didn't know what day it was.
I can't believe it's May already.
Yeah, it's crazy. Year's already over. At least winter will finally be over. It's a long winter.
Can be pretty confident there will be no snow from this point forward.
Yeah, now it's like, all right. My wife always calls it too early. My wife always calls it too early. She says, "Oh yeah, winter's over now." It's like, I don't know. I bet it might snow one more time.
Risey Lee says dipping pizza in sauce. I like this guy. Thank you, Risey. Who's Risey?
Risey is my buddy from Australia.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, welcome. Australia, man. It's one of my bucket list destinations. You know, and considering how many times I go to Vietnam, Australia is not far away. So the question is, why dip in pizza sauce when it already has sauce on it? That's a very good question. I don't know. It's more of the extra. It's more of like a psychological thing. Like you feel like you're getting even more than what you paid for, I think. So it just feels like a more of a luxury type of action when it's unnecessary. I can't explain it. I don't have a good answer.
You know, I will dip pizza sometimes just for variety of taste while
But
you're eating the
sometimes
pizza.
exactly. Sometimes, yeah, it's a different texture than the sauce that's actually inside the pizza. But sometimes I'll dip it in garlic sauce, cheese sauce, ranch sauce. So it's not always tomato sauce. We have Rumble Terrier. I like the screen name. Where's Rumble Terrier from? How do you guys know Rumble Terrier?
Rumble Terrier is another friend.
Oh, yeah, more friends than I thought.
I know.
Ranch is amazing, I have to say. I'm going to chat with your buddies while I have dinner, and then I'll start drawing. So is Risey an artist? Seems to have some artwork for the screen name. So I'm assuming artist.
The groups change after about 3 to 4 weeks. The groups change after about 3 to 4 weeks.
Hey, hey, you guys want to know how culturally educated I am? Speaking of Australia.
Let's hear it.
So the correct way to say how you guys say Melbourne is Melbourne. Isn't that right, Risey? People in the States always say Melbourne, but it's Melbourne.
Yeah, it looks
Please
like Melbourne.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Risey says, I'm not an artist, but I'm terrible at drawing. Well, I'll give you a pass on that. You don't have to be an artist to chat with us.
I don't know. Risey's a pretty good artist. I seen a picture he drew.
So, Risey, you like to draw comic book stuff? I'm assuming.
Risey's
that's why we're here.
Risey's a big X-Men fan.
Oh, yeah. I grew up on X-Men. I grew up on Moira McTaggart. That'll be the next week. We did Magpie, now we got to do Moira McTaggart.
Jeez. Remember when Wizard used to do Mort of the Month?
Oh, yeah. I remember Rainbow Raider was one. Was Moira McTaggart ever one?
Her name almost has Mort in it.
Yeah. I remember that. Man, I used to love that magazine.
Yeah.
And then it went to shit.
How did it? I'm trying to understand how did it go to shit.
It started pandering to the movies. It started pandering to like movies and television.
So basically, like any Comic Con.
Yeah, so like around, because I noticed it around like 2006 when they started pumping out even like variant covers for the magazine.
Mhm.
And they would put on stuff like they would give you like a comic related cover, and then you'd get like a cover for like Heroes or Lost
yeah.
or some
Oh yeah,
bullshit TV show at the time, or
I remember that.
yeah,
So they sold out to the masses.
they did.
I
And then
remember.
the magazine just got like thinner and thinner, less stuff on comics, more on TV. Like there would be, you remember like they would put in like the price guides, and you'd have like a good 20 or 30 pages worth of, or maybe it just seemed that way, but you'd have a lot more price guide stuff in there, and
Yeah, oh yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, the price
basically-
guide became shrunk and shrunk and shrunk.
So it's lost its way.
it did.
Here's an interesting trivia. You know that for a couple of years, I got an automatic free subscription to Wizard. This was about 2005, 2006, 2007. Like I got like a free subscription to that and to Toy Fair magazine
I knew about that.
because I bought a one-page ad for the DVD for me and Doug's DVD way back in the day. So because I bought a full-page ad in Wizard, like they sent me that, and then they sent me like a Batman toy, which I think I gave you, Jeremy. Remember that?
Oh yeah, the Batman Begins figure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's kind of like cool, like perks.
Yeah, that's a selling point. They should mention it beforehand.
Right. But by that time I got the subscription, though, I already was not into Wizard anymore. So like a lot of them, I still have them too, like packed up. I just never opened them. I just kind of kept them in their plastic protector sheets or whatever they would send them in.
The mailers.
The sealed, well, not the mailers, the sealed. They came in like sealed plastic. The magazine.
Yeah. The mail bags.
Yeah, whatever.
So Doug's Lobo, did you guys see that? You probably did,
yeah.
right? That was dope.
Yeah.
We were talking about it last time around, I think it was.
That's right. Yeah,
Pretty badass.
pretty cool. Doug's really getting to like the gray tone Copic stuff.
He knew we were drawing Lobo, and he wanted to get in on that, so...
That means next week he'll be drawing Cable.
Yeah, I bet he does a really cool Cable.
I don't think I've seen anything that he hasn't drawn that's not cool.
Yeah.
Of course, I am biased.
I knew it. I knew you were by something.
Man, there's not much that beats for me a nice hot pizza delivery and energy drink, sugar-free. That's like my equivalent of steak and wine for other people.
So you've been staying up late to draw then, right?
Yes, I
Because
have.
usually I wouldn't have like coffee or something like that this late necessarily.
I never really got into coffee, other than Vietnamese coffee, because they make it differently over there.
Sure.
But the coffee over here, I don't mind it. I'll have it every now and then, but I'm not like super, like a coffee fiend. Like I need to have it every morning to get started. I guess if you make it, depending on the taste, I'm fine with it. But I'm more of an energy drink guy. I've always have been. I got addicted back when I lived in Shakopee because the Super America gas station would sell these cheap ass energy drinks for $1 called Super Shock. I don't know if it was their house brand or what, but that I always got Super Shock for $1. It was so cheap back then. I got addicted to it, so then ever since then I've just been doing energy drinks. I'm trying to cut back, but I can't seem to. That's called real addiction right there. But there's worse things to be addicted to, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I like an energy drink. I haven't had one in a while though.
See, it's
I
so
remember
bad for me.
I used to drink it all the time from like the convenience store. Then I
Mhm.
realized I'm like, wow, I'm going through so much money on beverages.
No,
It's
you're
just
absolutely
like
right.
wow.
That's the one thing. I mean, I could easily save $50 a month in energy drinks. Risey
Yeah.
says one of my brothers drinks that same energy drink, the Zero Monster. I drink Monster. I drink Rockstar. I stopped Red Bull because Red Bull is just overpriced. Red Bull to me is kind of like the Apple computers of energy drinks.
You don't get much in a Red Bull.
No, and the cans are smaller for the same price. Or if you get the same size serving, it's 1.5 times more expensive. They all more or less taste the same to me anyway, with minor variances, so I'm not too picky, other than with price. Are you inking all these tonight too?
I don't. I'm not planning on inking this. I'm just gonna do.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I'm getting 2 nuts already with all his. We'd be here a while for me to finish this.
Yeah, that's a lot of work into it. Are you inking yours, Jeremy?
I am.
Dang. I had to order some new pens and brush pens.
Do you just go through Amazon or?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to get it until Wednesday or Tuesday or something, but I go through them like crazy. I should just the smart thing would be just to order a whole bunch, like bulk at the same time. But even though that on paper makes more sense, just the act of having to spend more money at once just discourages me. So for some reason, mentally, I feel better by doing many small orders, but like increments of smaller amounts of money than having to like spend all this money. It's like I'm the same way with grocery shopping. Like I'll go grocery shopping 3 times a week because each time I spend like a smaller amount of money than if I just did one bulk. Like it doesn't make any sense, but it's weird.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
do
a
it
weird
too.
mental coping thing.
It's like $20 here, $20 there.
Yeah, it doesn't stress you out as much as spending $100 all at once.
Right. It's like because I normally like when I fill up my gas tank, I'll do like 20 here, and then 10 over here, and
Yeah,
versus just I just feel like justified doing that versus spending $40 every time and filling it up because the gas prices are always changing.
right. There's got to be a psychological explanation to that.
Yeah, we're weird. That's what it is.
No, there's like a profile of people who have that habit of breaking things down rather than like bulk purchasing. Like there's got to be a similarity with those people.
To me, it's a way to. I don't know. It does seem like if you spend the money the first time, say you buy it in bulk the first time, that you end up also buying something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It at least paces you out
Yeah.
from not spending all your money on, whatever it is. Yeah, I never know what I'm doing with Cable's gun.
I literally make it up as I go along.
Yeah, that's me too. And
He seems to have a different gun every time anyway, and as long as it doesn't look like a real gun, like you can get away with any type of Cable gun.
who do you think Cable is based off of? Like Terminator, I think. Obviously, right?
Oh hell, I don't even know. I just remember when I was a kid, and Cable was like the hottest thing ever. Like I remember thinking, God, like he's like an old guy, but he's like,
Yeah.
he's like the hottest like old guy ever. Like not hot like like sexy hot, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like I've never seen like an old character be so popular. Because back then when I was a kid, I thought old people were just background characters like Alfred or Aunt May.
It's hard to tell how old he is supposed to be. I thought maybe he's not that old, but he's just weathered from stress.
Yeah, I think I just went by just like
But he does,
gray
yeah,
hair.
he is like an old guy. I don't know. In some way, I've been keeping tabs on Cable for a long time. He's gone through a lot of different like versions and stuff.
Yeah.
In the comics, there was one guy who was like a Jack Kirby. I want to say he's a clone, but his name was Ledron.
Jose Ledron.
Yeah, I bought some of those issues of Cable. I think Wizard was hyping him up quite a bit, and it was cool though. He did have really neat Kirby style.
That's funny because like that's I was at the store tonight and we was at the store tonight and that's the one that Jason had mentioned. So
Bryzy says Cable reminds him of Clint Eastwood, which is
there you go.
A pretty fair comparison.
Yeah. I sometimes miss the chats because I don't look up, So good catch.
Well, I'm slacking here, not drawing, so I might as well try to be the moderator or something. So, Jeremy, our friend Kristen Lene seems to be hinting that she's doing more closer to nude stuff on her Patreon, or OnlyFans, but I don't buy it. I don't buy it one bit.
No. Well, I unfollowed her.
Oh, you unfollowed her altogether?
Yeah.
She pissed you off that bad, huh?
Yeah, it's just too much of a. Oh, I'm going to play video games from all my fans. Shut up and get a real job.
It's interesting, like how clueless what they think their audience really cares about. That. You know, your audience just wants to see you with as little clothes on as possible. That's true. It is absolutely true. You know, don't beat around the bush. Just give them what they want. And betray and be don't deceive your fans.
I'll show you. I'll show you every stage of this because once again, set up. I'm too lazy to do all that.
There is a way to do it with my cameras that I have, but I have to buy like an additional $50 connector thing, and I don't want to spend that money.
Nowadays, it's totally obsolete.
Right? Back then, it was amazing technology. What are you talking about, man?
I guess if you're live streaming, you want to wear a headset. If it's audio, I don't know. He doesn't have the audio tech to handle it.
He's got that '90s audio tech.
You know, it's definitely very Rob Liefeld. I remember drawing another character of his, Badrock, when I was a kid.
Yep, yep.
And Badrock was sporting like the same outfit as Cable, like the one I'm drawing, you know. And he has like we're talking about the headset. And I drew the headset, and I was trying to draw it like Rob Liefeld, and I showed my parents. I was all proud of my drawing, and they're like, "What's on his ear?" And
Why does
I
he
was
have
like,
one
"What?"
antenna?
They were like, "What?" I was like, "What?" He's like, "It looks like a penis." So my own
They actually
parents
said
had to
that?
tell me. Yeah, my
That's
own
hilarious.
parents. So I don't know. It's one of my. I don't think it was too much longer after that I stopped showing my parents my drawings.
Wow, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Head down that path as I grew up.
Yeah.
All right, I'll show you my next stage. Because I don't know if you guys can even see this. A little more detail. This is as tight as I'm going to go before I start throwing ink on it.
Tight. You got your gun figured out.
I just literally just diagonals, crisscross lines, and then you make something of it as you ink. Like I said before, man, I do most of the drawing while I ink. Saves me a lot of time. Oh, Jeremy already started inking.
on here. Let's see.
I'm all focused. A little quiet.
I'm just reading stuff on Kim Jong Un. Is he alive?
Yeah.
Is he not alive?
I think he's probably in a vegetative state.
The news came out today that he was seen at some appearance, but there's no
Oh, okay.
photographic, no photo or video proof.
I think whatever's going on, they know. Did you guys ever see Is it called The Interview? I think it's called The Interview.
Yes.
I've seen bits and pieces of it, but not the entire thing.
I don't remember it all that well, to be honest.
Maybe it was forgettable.
Yeah, I think perhaps. That was back when I could catch a movie every once in a while. You guys don't have any kids yet, but
Tell you, man, this puppy is like having a kid. I mean,
well,
that's
at least
not
the puppy probably lets you watch movies and stuff.
yeah. No, I'm not downplaying an actual real human kid, but yeah.
No, I know what you're saying though.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
needs a lot of attention. So you're still able to get pet food. Is like Petco open and stuff?
I don't know if Petco's open. I've been getting my pet food at Walmart. Okay, maybe I should start thinking. I've been just browsing and eating my pizza. Oh, I'm gonna sit over here. I'll use this drawing board.
Gonna do the batting cages this weekend, Tom?
I think so. I was thinking about maybe tomorrow. Interested?
Yes.
All right, I'll let you know when we head out there. It'll probably be sometime mid-afternoon. But I'll let you know ahead of time as far in advance as I know, if I can.
All right.
Like I'm thinking 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock ish, give or take.
Is
I had to buy new
Paula
batting
gone out with you
gloves.
there?
I don't know if she's gonna come. She didn't last week. I said she might want to bring the puppy to take the puppy around the park to walk around, but who knows?
I had to get new batting gloves because I got such bad blisters last week, which is why I didn't call you on Sunday. So I had to take care of that. It's healing finally nicely, but Jesus, it killed me. I hadn't swung a bat in so long that after 2 rounds, I was already getting like a huge blister on my pinky, on my palm of my hand.
I can't figure out what's going on with this dude's belt, so I'm not
Are you
exactly,
making it up?
partially.
Okay, so I got done making up his earpiece as I went along.
Throw it back up, Tom.
Huh?
Throw it back up.
I think I saw that one on Office Max before.
What'd you say about Office Max?
Oh, I saw that earpiece at Office Max. I
Oh
think.
yeah, for their like team, for their high school new hires.
Team members.
Yeah. I saw it at my most recent McDonald's drive-through.
So, do you guys like doing this on Friday nights, or would Saturdays be more of an option?
I'm fine with Friday nights. I don't know if this might be like a Liefeld thing that I do with like cables gloves, or I've been conditioned to do, but it's like I always draw that.
I always draw those 3 Mickey Mouse things on the back of his
Oh,
glove.
awesome.
Those 3 Mickey
know
Mouse lines. That's what I call them.
Dude, I want to copy you. I'm throwing those in because
Like I don't know why. I don't know if it's
I've always enjoyed that, actually. If I can
Yeah.
get away with it, I'll do it. Man, I wish the con season was still going on and all this crap hadn't happened.
What crap?
the thing you can't say.
I tried to bait you into saying it.
Eh.
Well, are you sure you can't say it? Because I've seen other channels say it. You just can't make money off of it.
I think
you
they
can't- you
stopped the
can't-
video. I think it's a live feed thing, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Where they
Yeah, I don't want to find out again.
censor it automatically.
Yeah, I guess.
Um, I haven't drawn this many pouches in a little while.
Alright, I gotta make up this gun here.
So, who's your favorite X-Force member?
Oh, Domino's the hottest.
I had a feeling you might say Domino.
No, I don't know.
I like that answer. I think Cable's probably my favorite.
Cable's pretty cool, I guess. I mean, can't really think of a reason why he's not cool. So I guess he's pretty cool.
He's cool even on paper.
Boom Boom,
Oh.
I didn't like at all. I thought she was kind of lame. Shatterstar is, I don't know. Okay, I guess.
Cannonball.
Cannonball, I didn't like at all. Warpath was lame to me.
Wolfsbane.
Wolfsbane. Oh yeah, that Feral you're talking about.
Feral. Yeah, whatever.
Oh man, I can't believe I beat you in trivia. That's Feral. Feral I didn't like either. I guess Cable and Domino are the only two left, right? From the classic. I don't even know what the lineup is these days. Who knows?
Well,
Yeah, that's what I'm talking is classics.
there's these guys. I don't know. Yeah. All I know is Domino and Cable.
So we are.
Who some of those dudes were.
So we're in agreement.
Was
Domino's cool.
Deadpool was part of X-Force, right?
Not initially, but
No, I
he
didn't
first
think so.
appeared in X-Force.
Well, he first appeared
no,
in
it's New Mutants.
New Mutants.
Okay. I don't know. I don't think he was a member for a long time.
Is he a member now?
Everyone's been at some point now, I think. Because
Wasn't
they had
Wolverine like a
the
member?
Wolverine, yeah. Then when they were in the black outfits,
Here's my
black and gray.
made up gun.
That's cool. That's pretty cool. When I was a kid, I had a friend whose favorite character was Cable.
Yeah, I also had a friend who was like super hardcore into Cable.
Like he collected his supposed first appearance when he was a baby or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Like he had that issue and he was like really hardcore.
I remember back in the day. I mean, when I think of KY, my 90s memories come back to me, like 90s comic book collecting memories.
That's when I was really into it.
Do you remember the Phalanx Covenant storyline where they had like
Vaguely, like the name is familiar to me.
it was across all the X-Men titles as 90s and some technology going nuts. They had this kind of holographic strip on all the covers.
I vaguely remember.
We collected all that. We me and all my friends, we were kind of trying to out collect each other almost on that. Which is like, it's not worth anything at all today.
Right.
I
remember there was.
You guys probably hear my boy going nuts again. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I remember Strife. I remember like the panel.
Oh,
where he
yeah.
took off his helmet and it's like Cable or reverse Cable or whatever. I was like,
Yeah.
whoa. I don't even know how to do his hair.
Yeah, I just went with more of a buzz cut thing.
Just gonna give him sloppy old man, almost like a faux hawk type hair, but I don't know if it's gonna work.
I don't think the chats.
I don't think anyone's happened or anything's happened much in the chat room.
Nope, it's dead. Nobody's in there.
They gave up on us.
What happened to what's his name?
No
Well,
loyalty.
I don't know. They're all gone. Everybody's gone.
Tell you, man, no loyalty anymore.
Nope.
That's why we gotta stick together.
Do you guys ever play the Marvel vs. Capcom video game?
Oh, I used to play a little bit. I mean,
I don't think I was like super good at it. I was more of a Street Fighter type guy. I was really good at Street Fighter, but I love Marvel versus Capcom just because that's kind of like, the same company.
Yeah,
you know.
cool art style.
Yeah.
Cable was badass in that game. He was.
Oh, I don't remember Cable being in it.
Yeah, he was in 2, I think it was, because he would be him and Cyclops were on. I think Cyclops, Cable, and War Machine were on my team
Wow.
because you could blast out like a huge ass attack with those guys, like a 98 hit combo.
Damn.
He had just the hugest laser beam blast.
Yeah, it would cover
Do you
up the
remember
entire
that?
screen.
Yeah, that's badass. I want to put a Pokemon reference in here, but I can't remember how the ball looks. Do
Yeah,
that for his little emblem on his belt.
here's my update. I'm almost done inking. I'm gonna probably pop in some thick lines and a few blacks here and there.
sick.
Then I might add some marker. Oh, I could use some light. Risey's back.
Yay!
Grazi, who's your favorite X-Force member? See if we get anything out of him.
Hang on, guys. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Oh, Cable's fun to draw, but he's got a lot going on.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
does.
he does. German. All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Thanks, Risey. I am drawing small, but I'm drawing on a card size. I'm going to see if I can pop in some more blacks on this.
Maybe I should go give my son some attention quick. He's going nuts. Sorry about that. As usual.
Whoa, what's going on?
Please monitor them. Level.
Okay. I don't know if you could see a difference, but I did add a little bit more. Pop some thicker lines and a few blacks in.
That's dope.
So I'm going to add some color. Now, finish this stupid card. I think Cable doesn't really have like a set of like a color palette. Just like make his costume whatever color you want, right? Gray hair. Gray hair.
And he's gone through every version and every.
Thank you again, Risey. Very nice of you to say. Where the hell is my eraser? That's another thing too. Art stores are closed. I got to get a brand new kneaded eraser. Mine's like it's like black.
Do you wash yours at all?
Eraser?
Yeah.
No. You
Oh.
wash erasers?
I thought you
That's
could
what I was saying.
you could like run them through water and kind of like get the ink out.
The hell is wrong with you?
Oh.
Do you take your number 2 pencils and wash the eraser end of it too?
No.
Exactly. No. That's weird. That's hilarious though. Maybe I'll try it. I'll take a bath with it next time.
Yeah, don't do that because
Eh,
I found that if you wash them, they kind of stink afterwards.
Oh. Yes, we are all doing cable justice. Hopefully, we're doing justice to cable. Hey, no. I'm sorry. I'm talking to my pup here. No, get out. No. No. Good girl.
Over time, everything changes.
Hang on. I'm going to put the dog back in the kennel. She's been a bad girl.
Oh.
No.
No member is one.
So, what are the thoughts on next week then for
I don't know. Any suggestions?
Moira McTaggart? I ever said? No, just kidding.
Yeah, not happening.
Seems like people want to see popular characters.
Moira was popular about a year ago.
Why? How?
She had a big part in man, I just messed up its metal. A big part in the House of X or whatever it is.
Yeah, the big X-Men thing they were doing last year.
No. I have not been paying attention. I have no clue.
Turns out she's a mutant. Was she always a mutant?
Well, she is now.
Oh, she is? She never used to be, right?
Yeah,
No,
that was
wasn't she
part of
like-
the story.
Wasn't she like Professor X's like human flame?
Yeah.
Not anymore.
The actor has a famous profile.
Cable was a nice pick. Like I said, I enjoy drawing him, but
Yeah, he's fun. He's like a badass
like character to draw.
Yeah, that's what I like about him too. Is he's got some testosterone. You know, he's
Kind
a
of balance.
badass.
Yeah, just kind of balance out your estrogen.
He's not a cuck.
He definitely
Exactly.
is not. Draw Starfire next. That's not a bad suggestion.
That's not a bad suggestion. Of course, the one from the live action TV show.
Oh God. I'd rather draw Fire Star. than that.
I always liked
How's that
the
show doing, by
character
the way?
Starfire. I never watched it myself. I don't know if they're gonna do another season or anything. You know, I like the DC characters a lot. I always liked the whole Nightwing Starfire
The flesh
relationship because you know he totally hit that.
Raven.
That's what I like about Nightwing.
I used to draw a pretty sexy version of Raven.
Yeah, she's cool.
Like a cool, like
She's
gothy
definitely cool.
version.
She's a cool emo chick. Jeremy, did you ever see the show?
No.
Don't you have to have cable to see it too, or was it?
Cable? Like the character cable?
Oh yeah. This is on like TBS or something. I don't remember.
No, that was on the DC streaming service.
Oh, is
Oh, okay. Is that still a thing?
I don't know.
it? I think so.
The first card is the name of it.
Yeah, I saw Cable in Deadpool 2, but I don't remember what happened in Deadpool 2. I think about halfway through the movie, I just stopped watching or zoned out, or maybe
never
Mikey
even-
was going.
I never even saw one.
Yeah, you're not missing much.
I didn't think so.
Reading that might change.
Trying to take a good look at this.
Is she winning?
Should I give Cable purple gloves? Just to be goofy. I don't even know what colors I have left here.
Yeah, it looked like Michaels was doing a curbside or something like that. I don't know if he shopped there at all.
Oh, really? Well, on Monday they're opening up more
retailers to do curbside only. But I kind of like walking around
Yeah.
and looking at things in person. Man, what happened to my other markers, man? Okay, I've added a little more color.
Oh, hang on. Hang on. There we go. Look at that.
Awesome.
If you left it as at that, it would look like the Saiyan outfits from Dragon Ball Z.
I don't even know what that is.
All right. And Dan has a compliment in the chat saying, "Damn, Dan, that should be on a cover."
Way to go, Dan.
That's very nice. Thank you. That's awesome.
The content.
Trying to make Rob Liefeld proud. You know, that guy posts a lot on Twitter.
Content.
I've noticed.
I don't know how anyone keeps that up.
He has a lot to say.
Content.
How do you keep it up? I don't know.
With Blue Chew.
Which is a sponsor of the show.
Yeah, this week we're
Actually.
sponsored by Blue Chew.
What's Blue Chew? I've heard of that.
Just boner pills.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Viagra doesn't have to advertise, I don't think, at this point, do they?
No.
It's kind of like Coca-Cola or Pepsi advertising. It's like we've heard it. We know you exist.
Viagra's
No one's
kinda
forgot about you.
Viagra's kind of like Google. Like anything is
Yeah.
referred to as Viagra now. It's actually its own like word. Maybe I'll make his gloves brown too. Oh shit. I almost dropped like all my entire stack of cards. Damn. That was close.
Oh, that'd be nice, right? dent them all up.
I know, man. That's like the worst, is denting them all up.
Professional. Please professional equipment.
You know, when I was a kid, more than comic books, I was collecting the cards based on the characters.
So
You
was
guys know
I.
what I'm talking about? Oh yeah, I was all about those.
And they had the stats on the back.
Oh yeah, like I was buying those more than the comics. I remember going down to Schindler's and they'd have them in the cases, the plastic and wood cases.
Yep.
Like some of the more rare cards, they have like a Wolverine in there for $3 or something like that. And you'd have to ask him to get something out of there. And for my birthday, I'd get a box. I was spoiled.
Hell yeah, you were.
Yeah.
Well, I remember I collected all the X-Men trading cards that were drawn by Jim Lee
Oh yeah.
in the early 90s.
That
and then
one. Those are
There's
like
all-
the best.
yeah, because those were like specially drawn cards just for that set.
Yeah.
Because I remember like Spider-Man came out with a set of cards, with Todd McFarlane and stuff. But that was like just panels taken from the comics.
Yeah, that's a chip. That's the cheap way.
Yep.
I had a good chunk of the 90, 95 and 96 Fleer Ultra X-Men cards.
Oh yeah.
Those were mine.
I remember after Jim Lee did his, there was Series 2. And he had some Andy Kubert, maybe some Adam, Joe Madureira, other artists. I can't think of.
Without images by page.
Tom, have you ever met Mark Bagley?
No, I have not.
I met him at GalaxyCon.
Oh yeah, he was at this past GalaxyCon.
Yeah, it ended up being kind of dead on Sunday, so I went and walked around, and I was like, "Oh, sweet, Bagley's here," and
How was he?
he's so cool.
Okay.
He's a riot. Yeah, really just a nice, cool guy. One of my favorite to meet in real life, like probably just about the coolest artist.
Cool.
Just hilarious.
I have not met him, considering how many cons I've done. Figured I would have crossed paths with him at one point or another, but
Yeah, he's a funny dude.
okay, I'm just gonna call this done. Let's look at this. It's just a sloppy marker job.
Tight.
So was that a blank sketch card, or is that one that you got to send back for?
That's one I gotta send back.
Okay.
So now I'm going to ink a Spider-Man 2099 one. I'll show you the Psylocke one that I'm almost done. Just got to do her hair. This one I put a little bit more coloring effort into it.
Cool.
So I'll probably finish that tonight.
Oh, I finally got my stimulus check yesterday, by the way.
Nice.
Oh, it went towards rent.
Fun.
You know, right? Can't even like spend it. You know, it's like I treated myself by getting Pizza Hut delivery. That was it.
Yeah.
all I
I think
could
a
do.
lot of people did that. Remember, didn't I say I did something like that? I don't remember. We got something we were talking about on here actually when I got my stimulus check. I think we got canes or something. Is that what I was
Oh
talking
yeah,
about?
yeah. I remember you talking about that.
Oh, that place is I don't know
The
if you've been
drive-through is
past it
crazy.
lately. It
Yes,
is
I have.
crazy now. It is out
Yes.
all
I
the
got
way to
I
the
got so
street.
I got so stuck in the cars in the street. All I wanted was Kentucky Fried Chicken, so I had to drive.
Yeah,
I had to
there's
drive
no way.
past all the cars on the wrong side of the road just to get to the entrance of Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yep.
My husband likes this description.
My son really likes White Castle. He likes the chicken rings,
Oh yeah,
and
I do too.
so we went there today, the boy and I, and wow, the line was the biggest I'd seen it for White Castle.
The one right by Perkins
Yep.
in Apple Valley. Yeah, I would go to that one semi-regularly after I got done working out at Planet Fitness across the street.
Oh yeah. You know, I used to have you wouldn't believe it by looking at me, but I used to have a membership at LA Fitness there.
Oh, okay.
There in Apple Valley, close to Cedar. I don't know. I have a weight bench at home in the garage, and I started to try to get back into using that. And I gotta say, I prefer that a lot more than going to the gym.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something about it for me. It feels like a whole process to go to the gym, but to just go to the garage is.
Oh yeah. I mean, Jeremy
It's
will
cool.
tell you. I used to have like a pretty well equipped garage full of equipment back when I lived in Shakopee before I moved, and I had to sell all my stuff. But man, I had like commercial equipment, like leg curling machine, and I had a squat rack, and I had dumbbells
Oh, wow,
up to
you had it
100
all.
pairs. Yeah, like literally half of my garage was a gym. And,
So you didn't have a
that's it.
membership then during that time?
No, I actually for a few years I just worked out that way because I had pretty much everything I needed. It was great at the time. I miss it.
Yeah, I'm really missing the cons. I was gonna go to all these different ones too. It just sucks.
For money, or
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually send some unemployment papers and see if I qualify.
Yeah.
Because I'm missing so many cons. Like traditionally, they wouldn't let like independent contract, like we won't qualify, you know.
Yeah.
But like this year, because of the quote situation,
You
they're
know,
allowing artists and independent contractors to file for unemployment. So I'm going to see if I can get in on that action.
I heard something like that too, where it's a bit easier to get it right now.
Yeah. I got nothing to lose.
I keep getting denied.
Do you?
Yep.
Even if you send in your taxes and your income and stuff like that?
Well, they're having me go through the ringer on it because my last job I worked at is kind of disputing it. It sounds like.
What?
And it's
Really?
doesn't matter because I don't currently work there. So like why?
Like, why do they care?
Yeah,
That's kind of crazy.
and I just got another form in the mail today, and um, their deadline that I was supposed to return it back to them was like last week, but I just got the damn thing today.
Huh. Dang.
That sounds about typical, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
The performance is almost complete.
I've been hesitant to go collect the mail.
Why?
Just because kind of the virus thing a little bit. I just like, yeah, leave it out there for a day just in case,
Oh, yeah.
you know. Doesn't hurt to be safe, and then I forget about it. Then it piles up, and it's like 4 days worth.
Do you have a informed delivery on your phone? Did you know what that is?
I would guess it's like they tell you that you got your mail.
Yeah, well, it's if you sign up for it at the USPS website,
Oh,
It's
that's
pretty
cool. I
cool.
never heard of it.
then for free every day, you get an email, or you can like look on your phone through an app and see like what mail is coming that day.
That's cool.
So like
I
a
should
lot
do
of
that.
times, yeah, a lot of times where I like know that all I'm getting is just like spam mail. I don't even bother going to the mailbox. I don't know if I like this Spider-Man 2099 character. It's just kind of weird looking.
I have a soft spot
Ish.
for him.
Oh, too bad.
Did you say Spider-Man himself or a character? I think from
Spider-Man
there.
2099. The
Oh,
character
himself.
itself. Yeah. I don't know if I just.
It's hard to understand his outfit too. What's going on?
I don't even know the story. That's how prejudiced I am.
Well, in the future, there is a
Spider-Man, right?
young lad by the name of Miguel O'Hara who dons the mantle of Spider-Man.
Oh, nice.
That's my, and this takes place in the year 2099.
It's coming up soon.
That's all I know.
Time for me to look up 3099 Spider-Man. Start creating that. What do you want, puppy? Hey. No. No.
I don't think I ever actually read it, but I remember thinking that the X-Men 2099. I wanted to get into it. I remember thinking that.
I didn't even know there was an X-Men version.
Yeah, it has some pretty wild-looking characters. Some like, dude, that looks kind of like Gambit meets Alice Cooper.
Oh, Gambit. I
Dude.
should draw Gambit. I should draw Gambit for my next card.
I remember that some friends of mine. There was this kind of like Wolverine Gambit Rivalry. Or a good buddy of mine was a huge Gambit fan. I loved Wolverine. Like, man, Gambit sucks, dude. It's all about Wolverine. What are you talking about?
See, I was the opposite. I was
We'd
a
argue
Gambit
over
guy.
that. Yeah,
Are you-
they were out there. Gambit guys were out there. I don't know why. I was just being mean, I guess, you know.
No, my friend and I were the opposite of you and your friend. Like I was the Gambit guy and he was the Wolverine guy. And it was
Yeah,
so
you
funny
know what I'm
'cause-
talking about. There was a rivalry of some sort,
yeah.
like amongst
So-
the fans.
So when I took French in high school and junior high, like we all had to pick a French name. So I used Gambit's name. This is how much of a loser
Oh,
I
yeah.
was in high school. Like
Remy
You know,
LeBeau or something
yeah,
like that.
so
What-
then like I actually had to like tell the teacher like one-on-one while we were alone in classrooms, like, yeah, I picked my French name. She's like, what? I said, Remy LeBeau. And then I actually, like, I swear to God, I actually said, yeah, because he's my favorite comic book character.
It's just like,
she's probably like, okay.
awesome.
Probably like,
She's
okay,
like, that's so
loser. She's like an
cool.
old lady. She's like, why are you telling me that? And then like thinking about it now, it's like, she's right. It's like you're such a loser.
Why don't you go sit down now? Kind of thing. Yeah. I remember my friends and I were into Marvel Overpower. It's a card game,
Yeah.
collectible card game.
I had those.
Why don't
It's
you
like
play
the-
Marvel Legendary? Plug. Just kidding.
You know, I would be playing that if I was playing, you know, collectible card games.
It's okay. I don't even know how to play it.
But I remember one time we were so into it, our teacher just got super pissed at us.
It says that they're not
just
allowed.
Dog the game. It's like that stupid game. Just dogging it. I don't remember what we did to get in trouble, but
There are many activities at the fair.
and I have to say, looking back, every once in a while I just really would piss off the teacher. I don't know. It would always be something different. I guess I got into a little bit of trouble growing up here and there.
Were
But I
Garbage Pail
remember-
Kids allowed? Remember that?
I remember those cards. They were great. They still kind of make something like it.
Do they? I remember they banned them from our school
Oh, wow.
because they're just too inappropriate.
Is there any other option?
Yeah, I mean, come to think of it, Cable is probably one of my favorite X universe characters.
Really?
I think so. I mean, I can't really think of too many that I really. You know, I'm thinking about like, I don't know, playing video games or whatnot, where he'll show up and be like, "Oh yeah, sweet, I'm gonna pick him."
Yeah.
Production department. Production. Department. Department.
like I kind of draw a blank trying to think of other X-Men characters that I think are. I mean, all the women are cool. Psylocke, Rogue, Jean Grey.
Boom boom.
Yeah, they're all hot too.
Yeah, they're. I mean, one of the
That's-
finest collection of, female characters are all in the X-Men comics, I think. Storm.
I think that's how I got into like Jim Lee's work back when I was kid. It's like, oh man, this is the first time I've ever seen like comic book girls are like actually like hot.
Yeah. Swimsuit specials and
See, that's when it was fun, when they had like swimsuit specials and stuff like that.
yeah.
They don't do that anymore, do they?
No, they do not.
It's a bummer.
Yeah, they're never gonna let something like that happen again, I don't think. It's too bad.
Yeah.
Damn it! I have one of those swimsuit specials like next. Oh, bam! Right there.
I remember that one.
Awesome.
Pip the Troll.
Look at
There you
that. Well, it takes me back. Is that Morbius?
Yeah, we got Morbius, and then we've got Domino and Cable right there.
Oh, I don't like that version of Domino.
Okay.
No
back
offense to who
Morbius.
drew it, but
The nice Adam Hughes of Black Widow.
oh yeah.
But here's the real reason I bought this.
You beat up to Colossus.
This awesome Punisher.
Oh my god.
That
That's
is
the best. That's the
so
best.
out
one.
of character.
I know. That's what made it fun. No.
Well, not the Punisher, anyways, but some of the other ones.
Yeah.
It's funny how they try to balance it out with some. See, yeah, I mean, it was balanced out. They got men in there too.
Yeah.
Everybody wins. Bring it back.
That's what I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with it.
I bet it would sell. I'm just jumping around adding little details no one's gonna see. Not even gonna attempt to. Wasn't even gonna try to attempt to ink. I'm not feeling very warmed up to like jump into inks either, like straight, like Tom always does. He's a braver man than I am.
Well, what I found out is that at the end of it, no one's gonna know that you didn't pencil type.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a page in there, Jeremy, that had like a Cindy Crawford ripoff? Like it literally looked like a trace job of a Cindy Crawford.
Probably.
Because someone today put up a link to a Joe Rogan podcast making fun of the new Warriors.
Yeah, I posted that.
Oh, is that you?
Yeah.
That was funny. That was great. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the hell Marvel's thinking. They think that was a good idea.
Yeah, swimsuit special would be a lot better.
Right. Yeah, I don't know what they're thinking, man.
Yeah, they blew it on that one. If I were them, I'd say, you know what? We canceled that. Really bad press. We're not going to release it.
Terrible.
Fans
See
are
how
right.
many See how many dislikes it got
Yep.
on its video? It's like hilarious.
I was one of the people that hit dislike on it. I was one
Me
of them.
too. Me too, actually.
I get it.
Me too. And I typically don't even get into like comic book drama or wars at all. But
Yeah.
And then the thing is, I'm all for inclusion and all that stuff, but when it's this obvious and forced, forget it. That's a joke.
Yeah. Yeah, there's other ways to go about.
That's what I'm
Still.
saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. But whatever. I don't know. They think that. I mean, they must be embarrassed right now. They should be embarrassed by now of the backlash. Like, who was the wizard who came up with that idea?
The construction of the school starts next week. She is not.
Each student has a different response.
What is your problem? Jeez. Hey.
Solutions to this issue. There was no response to my question.
Oh, we have some chat in the room. Sorry. I watched seasons of the live show, but season 2 was way better, but it's not that good. That was a while ago. I don't even know what we were talking about anymore.
I think they're talking about the Titans show.
Oh yeah, Titans. New Warriors. I think New Warriors is a shit idea, but I think the artist drawings is okay. Also, someone who has almost every issue of the New Warriors 8 is the team. Yes, this is my doggy, my 11-week-old puppy. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, nothing against the artist, but I mean, Marvel, come on, man.
Yeah, I didn't think the art looked bad to me. The character designs were obviously over the top.
You don't like Safe Space?
I'm
Time Out and Safe Space, or whatever the names are.
trying to think of which one's which. Not that it matters. I don't think I like either one, right?
One is dumb,
you
and
know.
the other one's dumber. There, I
Basically.
said it.
Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Look at my agent tree.
Dumb. I mean, I have nothing to do with it, and I'm embarrassed.
Yeah, it is embarrassing, right?
Like, I'm
As
embarrassed.
fans of the industry.
Yeah, I'm embarrassed as someone who's in the industry.
Yeah.
You know, and like I have to explain to people, it's like, yeah, I actually work in this industry. So Here's my Spider-Man 2099. It's nothing special.
That's cool.
Cool.
Add some color to this thing.
So that's another one for fun, basically, right?
No, this is for the upper deck.
Oh, okay.
Not supposed to show it, but I don't care.
They should be happy for some extra publicity, I think, right?
Yeah, that's right. I'm just a rebel.
Opportunity.
You know, I don't think comics get enough credit for being diverse as it was. You know what I'm saying?
It's almost like they're making up for something that never was a problem. They're
Yeah.
you know,
I mean, comics have always been
what's the phrase?
diverse,
Finding a
in my
solution.
opinion.
Right. Finding a solution to a problem that never existed.
Yep.
Snowflake and Safe Space. That's the other one. Snowflake. Thanks, Risey.
I think part of it is just there are two super teams that are probably a little bit too white. They were made a long time ago. And I'm thinking, you know, Justice League and like the Avengers, you know?
Yeah.
Like when you pull into the Avengers, and you know, these Avenger movies are really popular. But I think that gives people the wrong idea. I mean, yeah, maybe those two properties weren't exactly the most diverse, but there's a lot of diversity in comic books.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
when they try to say like Black Panther was the first black superhero movie, it's like, no, we had Blade. Those movies are awesome, you know.
It's true. But I think the hype with Black Panther is that it's the first almost all black cast.
We also
Oh,
had
okay.
Steel and Spawn.
And
Blank Man.
Steel.
Yeah, but we're talking like almost all black cast. It's from what I read, anyway. But who knows? Who cares? Oh man, I'm missing like. I need to order some colors. What a pain.
Are you using Copics?
Yeah, I am. What do I have to do to get these guys to sponsor me so I don't have to spend money on this crap?
And that three wishes. Wishes. Have. He gives me another opportunity. He gives me another opportunity.
You know, to be honest, I didn't have a problem with all the characters from that New Mutant or not New Mutants, New Warriors. Like the Trailblazer one doesn't bother me for some reason.
I don't even know all the characters.
That one's the chubby lady, the
No,
chubby
the-
girl.
With backpack.
With the backpack?
Yeah, that one doesn't bother me. I don't know why it doesn't. It's just like, okay. I mean, she sucks, but not like I don't find her offensively bad or anything. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds to me like Dan is a sympathizer.
Yeah. I want to be the only one to give him a little bit of leeway there. I don't know. A little bit of sympathy, yeah.
The opportunity.
I'm gonna give a green background to this thing. Hey, what are you doing? Get out of here. No.
I mean, it's obvious she got her bag from a Celestial or something like that.
Oh yeah, obvious because aliens from space have backpacks.
You didn't get it from
Yeah, I mean,
another box?
it's dumb. I don't know why I even said anything nice about it. I just wanted to be weird.
Yeah. Who are you
I
trying to
think I
cater
just
to?
wanted to be weird. But
You trying
she's
to
not as bothersome, I think, as the other ones to me. She's not as bad. But she's bad. She's still bad.
The aliens and everybody is what they want. Police. Right. Right. Police.
You have to open your mind.
Yeah, that video though on for Marvel that's got like what 200,000 dislikes now or something crazy like that.
Really?
That's got to be like a record or something, right? How many? What other videos could be so disliked
You know,
that
I
like
mean,
200,000 people?
you would really think that would send him a message, but probably not.
Yeah, I mean you can't just. I don't know.
That doesn't send a clear message, man. I don't know what to say.
Mind.
Guys, want to see my Spider-Man 2099 finished? Ooh.
Yeah,
Whoa.
Cool.
Lame, lame, lame.
Nah.
Okay. I'll do Dr. Octopus here. Got a Doc Ock ready. I like drawing Doc Ock because I draw him like Elton John.
The bowl cut. You know, I until you said something, I never made any relation in my head to Elton John and Doc Ock. But you're right; they look like
Yeah.
it's the same thing.
This color is the opposite.
Big goggly glasses and like a bowl cut thing.
Yeah, I mean, he should be cast for like a future Doc Ock movie.
Yeah.
I also have a 1990s Rogue on deck, but I kind of want to draw Doc Ock first.
Then draw Doc Ock.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Okay.
I got about nowhere else to go with this. I'm basically done. A huge ass cable. I don't know, maybe we'll start sketching something else.
Wow, you're actually finished before I am for once.
Well, all I did was pencil, though. I mean, you're inked. So technically, I'm like only halfway as far as you.
Hey, Jason told me to tell you to drop that Invincible picture you were talking about.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, once things are back to normal here, it sounds like they'll probably be doing curbside, huh?
Or you can just swing by and drop it off.
Drop
He's
it
there.
off curbside. I thought I saw the lights on there the other day. I was like, oh.
Because he is there. So drive your butt up there and drop it off.
You said you just saw them, huh? Or saw him?
Yeah, I was just up there today.
Is he excited to reopen? I imagine so.
If they reopen, yeah. I mean,
If they're allowed to.
if they don't extend it again.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Yay, welcome back.
Thanks. Here's my Doc Ock sketch. See how goofy I make him?
Cool.
He's fun. He's fun to draw.
He is fun to draw.
I hear he's fun to draw.
Oh, he's really fun to draw.
Jeremy, you've drawn him.
I have.
Most of the Spider-Man villains are fun to draw.
Yeah, he's pretty fun to draw.
Green Goblin, I did one of those recently.
Nice.
And he's fun to draw.
Yeah. Spider-Man characters are fun to draw.
Good character design.
He's fun to draw.
Yeah, it's really fun to draw.
They're fun to draw.
I'll show you another one of my, because I'm in a decent mood. Here's another Psylocke that's not quite done.
That's dope.
I just got to do the hair.
Cool.
Tom, was she fun to draw?
She's fun to draw.
I'm still just adding little details for no reason. I just staying busy here. Jeremy, you're close to done.
Say what?
You're getting close to done.
Oh no.
Of course, you got like the most complicated part.
Yeah,
Like,
you guys are waiting on me for once.
Well, I'm waiting on Gambit to finish inking that cable.
We're gonna be here a while.
We ain't going anywhere.
I would stay and ink the whole thing, but I'm sure at some point my son's gonna. I'm in the bedroom right now, so our boy sleeps in our bedroom. And, cable's fun to draw.
Fun to draw.
Super fun to draw.
Yeah, definitely fun to draw. Yeah.
Water goes down the hole.
First, I was doing Rain Man, and then you were doing.
That retarded
Sounds
baby.
familiar, but I can't remember.
That retarded baby from Tiny Toons.
Oh yeah. Wow, I don't really remember, but I remember it.
That's what we're gonna do next week. We're gonna do the retarded baby from Tiny Toons.
This is evidence. Evidence.
Ba-ding.
My choice is there is no historical evidence.
Oh, your wife will be ready to debate.
Can you hear that?
There's no historical evidence. She's.
Thank you again, Risey, for the kind words. Yeah, we've been we're on season we're almost at season 9 of The Walking Dead now, her favorite TV
Oh
show,
wow.
to learn English because we turn the captions on and it helps her read.
Matter.
How many seasons did they do? Are they still
I think
making?
they're working on season 10 right now, but it's on hold because of the situation.
Matter.
But
Well,
yeah, I
you
mean,
always have to fear the Walking Dead or whatever the hell that's called.
oh, I heard that wasn't as well received, but yeah, it's like if it wasn't for my wife, I wouldn't even watch The Walking Dead. I've never seen it, before a couple months ago, believe it or not.
I don't know. I hear mixed things about Fear the Walking Dead.
Well,
The degree takes 4 or 5 weeks.
I have it. I just haven't watched it yet.
Did you guys? I mean, I think I only saw the first 2 seasons of Walking
Yeah.
Dead.
it's not bad. I mean,
I just
for
don't
someone,
watch enough TV. That's
Right.
all.
That's me. Like I'm so behind on everything pop culture. Never even
yeah,
had a
if you-
desire to watch Walking Dead.
But if like as a couple, if your wife's into something and then something you can both
Yeah.
watch together, then it's
Plus I'm there to help explain things that she doesn't understand, or she is trying to follow along and she can't really hear them clearly. Then I have to explain it. But I don't mind it. I'm so anti-zombie in general because I just think, in my opinion, they're probably the most overplayed and most boring type of horror monster.
Whoa.
they got way
Bless you.
popular in like the 2000s. Like there was just zombies everywhere.
Hmm.
Everything was zombie. This zombie
Yeah.
that.
But-
I really liked. No, Walking Dead. I really did enjoy it
Yeah,
though.
yeah, I don't
I
mind
think
it at all.
I think the second season gets a little slow,
Hmm.
and I didn't stick it out long enough.
It does have slow periods. It goes up and down, and then it starts to get
Yeah.
really weird. Just without spoiling anything, it gets weird in the fact that these seasons as they go along, they meet different people, and sometimes the people the story writing is just kind of strange. But well, it's a first world problem, so what am I going to do about it?
Did you guys ever see Zack Snyder's what is it, Dawn of the Dead?
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Is it?
It's a great movie. I only saw it the once in theaters, but I remember thinking, "Wow, that was good."
Is that on Netflix? I wonder. Or no? I should check it
Maybe.
out. I'm sure my
But
wife
yeah,
would
it's
like
just one of it's like Snyder's first movie, really.
it. Oh yeah. Huh.
I mean, I'm sure maybe he made one before that, but it's the first one I know of him from. And it's got the dad from Modern Family.
One of
Do
the
you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't watch Modern Family, so I don't know.
No, that's okay.
Uh,
Nobody watches Modern Family.
But yeah, he's a scene stealer.
Yeah, he also
And
played. He was also in the Incredible Hulk. He was whoever
Edward Norton.
no whoever the green haired guy is in the comics. Samson, Doc Samson.
Oh,
Yeah, he played him in that movie.
I only saw that once. So we're talking about the Norton movie, right?
Yes,
Or is it the Ang Lee?
it's a Norton one.
That one I also saw in theaters, only the one time.
Very underrated.
I guess
I didn't mind it.
don't. I remember liking it. I love Edward Norton.
Well, I definitely didn't mind it at all. Isn't that the one where like people are criticizing it, saying it was too violent? The Hulk was too like savage or some shit.
Oh, really? Wow.
I don't remember that.
It wasn't Marvelized enough at the time. The way Marvel is now with their formula of being goopy for me.
I think Marvel's in trouble right now. They really need a good X-Men or Fantastic Four flick.
How are they in trouble?
Yeah. How are they in trouble?
Well, as far as
With
how
the new
interested
Warriors.
I am, they're in trouble because I'm not going to be interested in watching.
It's all about
anymore.
you.
It's all about me. I mean, I got a lot of pull. I don't know if you guys know this, but
I do, but I'm always too like
scared
to say anything about it.
If I'm not into it, that means it's probably about done. No, I'm kidding.
Dan,
But
when's
no,
the last time you were evaluated?
In which way?
Yeah, pick one.
No, but Are you still interested in like what they're going to do with the movies?
Yeah, of
The
course.
Marvel movies?
Yeah, they're entertainment.
Green. Green.
Because it's like they got rid of all the good characters.
No, they didn't.
So to me, it's like it's done. There's
Well,
no
to
more
you-
Cap. The Spider-Man movie wasn't that good.
I still haven't seen that, by the way. Spider-Man movie. Like I used to would watch
I
it at the
won't.
drop of a hat.
What was that, Jan?
I won't watch Captain Marvel. I can't. I tried to, and I was like, oh, this just
It's
Yeah.
boring.
sucks. I'm not watching this. Black Panther was extremely overrated.
I didn't mind it, but it's only because they didn't crack as many jokes as they do in all the other movies. That's like my criteria now for Marvel movies is how many jokes they crack.
So yeah, I don't know. I was all about Cap, Cap America. That was my dude. Now, I mean, you still got Thor. Thor's tight. But, they're replacing him with a woman, so whatever. Whatever.
Didn't they turn Thor into a comedy character now?
Yeah,
Thor
he's
Ragnarok?
pretty much, yeah. It is a lot of comedy.
Yeah, I can't be okay with that. I want my Thor tough and badass.
And I think we talked about Black Widow once before, but I'm not all that excited for that movie. It's
Oh yeah.
prequel, another prequel movie, so it doesn't really seem like all that necessary to the whole story.
So that's a movie and that's not a series for that Disney
Yeah,
Channel.
Yeah, that's a movie.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, and I kind of Hulk is supposed to be a cool character, but look what they did to him. I mean, it's
Yeah, he's a goofy, lovable teddy bear now.
yeah, he's just
He's comedy relief basically.
yeah. I mean, you're right about there being just a lot of comedy in those movies. It's if you got Thor as a comedian, you got Ruffalo as a comedian in these movies, anyways.
No, I keep trying to tell myself when I get worked up and angry about it, I'm like, I'm not the target audience anymore. Their target audience is kids.
Yeah.
And these are supposed to be they're not superhero movies to me. To me, they're just action comedies. But that's my way of rationalizing my anger, calming myself down.
Well, Iron Man in the comics, I never remember him being all quippy and funny.
Nope. That's purely a Marvel Cinematic Universe thing.
That was totally Robert Downey, and if he wasn't like that, I don't know if Iron Man would have been that likable. I think it was the only thing kind of making his character likable.
Yeah.
Because other than that, he's just a rich asshole, pretty much.
I remember when I wrote Iron Man off was when I was at Jeremy's apartment years ago, and we popped in Iron Man 3. And I'm like, I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah,
with this.
Iron Man 3 is terrible.
3 was bad, which was it's supposed to be good because it was Shane Black.
Doesn't mean
Movie.
anything.
Didn't mean anything. And then he went on to make that Predator movie, which nobody likes, so I didn't watch.
Yeah, I watched that recently. That movie is terrible.
Yeah, I watched it, and Yeah.
I
So
really
those are-
like. What is it called? The Nice Guys. That movie's great. With Russell Crowe and the guys, Ryan Gosling. That movie's a Shane Black movie. That movie's great. I love that movie. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, and that was a great movie. And obviously, you know, the original Predator movie, but
Yeah, original Predator movie is hard to beat.
oh yeah,
With
that's
pure testosterone.
as good as it gets. Those are the only kind of movies I like. Really.
That was basically the
I mean, no, I
epitome of
can't say that.
80s
That's
action.
not true, but yeah, those are the movies I like the most. Again,
No,
I'm
seriously,
not
like
kidding.
Predator was the epitome of the 80s action flick. It was like perfect.
Oh man, I watched it so many times growing up. Absolutely love it. Here, I better. You might want to mute me or something. I don't. I'll be back in a moment.
Actually, you can mute yourself, I think, Dan. Yeah. He's muted.
No.
Record. It is very kind.
So which cards are these for that you're working on?
Marvel Masterpieces 2020. Yeah, I keep abusing myself. It's like I told myself I'd never do another sketch card set again. I'm done with these things. But then it's like, I'll do it. I do it more for the blanks because then I could sell those and, you know, commission a lot of money. But the guy kept emailing me, and I figured out I'll do it.
We do not have alternatives.
But the weather is supposed to be really good this weekend.
Yeah, I think it's going to get into the 70s tomorrow.
Dang.
Alternative. I see the edge of edge. Edge.
It is very kind of you. Come, you.
This is the kind of tomato.
Hey, did you get that Ant-Man helmet with your stimulus check?
I did not.
Another record on.
One day I will get that Ant-Man helmet.
When Best Buy opens up again.
Like, I purposely avoid going to Best Buy because I know I'm going to buy it. And I know I'm going to buy it when I don't have any money.
You almost bought it right in front of me that one time.
Yep.
I like kind of goaded you into buying it.
Okay, I'm back now.
Yes.
I guess maybe I can mute it from my end, huh?
Yeah, Dan.
Okay. Sorry.
Oh, let's see if I can do this.
Yes. Show him as an altar.
What is the alternative?
His game is not in the records.
Can you guys hear me?
I hear you.
I had to unplug my Bluetooth earbuds.
What's this one?
Who are you drawing? Dan?
I'm trying to work in a quick domino thing here.
Oh, nice.
I don't think I'll get too far before we're done here, but I notice. I think with women, I almost start drawing from like the chin up, so I start with the lips.
Yeah.
How do you do it? Do you do it that way, or?
I don't know. It depends. I do my little like cross guide on the face, the vertical and the horizontal. And I guess I start with the eyes, but then like 25% of the time I end up erasing them because by the time I drop in the nose and the lips, like I always have to readjust the face for some reason. Like, I don't know. I'm weird. Like I have drawn at lips first too because to me there needs to be like a little, like a perfect acceptable amount of chin. It can't be like too little or too much chin. And sometimes if I start with the eyes, I'll misfire and I'll like misjudge the chin. So then I have to like erase it and then I'll start with the lips and go up.
Yeah, I feel like working from the chin up has seemed to works out for me a little bit better, but I don't know anything about drawing women. Honestly, it's something that I think.
Yeah, whatever works. Man. Everyone's different.
Yeah,
What works for you, it works.
something I want to get. I'd like to be really good at,
No one cares about how you got there as long as the end product looks good.
Tell you, her first. If this is her first costume, it's pretty uninteresting. It's just like
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot that
there's nothing to it.
I forgot she used to have that one little like face plate around her thing.
Oh yeah, that one too. Yep.
Here's my Doc Ock.
Oh,
Elton John Doc Ock.
There he is,
cool.
the Rocket Man.
Yeah. I gotta find out his colors.
Doc Ock's colors?
Yeah, isn't he green?
Green and orange.
What part is orange? Oh yeah,
Like his gloves, the collar, boots.
that's right.
I think. Double check. I'm having second guesses on that one.
It's green and orange. They're a classic one, anyways. He's got like an orange thing around his neck,
Yeah.
and then the rest is green, I think.
So I was right.
I forget if that's what you said. I'm trying the most important part of this domino picture.
What'd you say?
I wasn't totally paying attention to what Jeremy said because I'm at the most important part of this dominoes picture.
That is true.
Tom, I forget. Did you ever go to school for art?
No. No, thankfully I didn't. I tell you, that'd be a huge waste of money.
Yeah, I didn't feel like you did. You were working pretty much right out of high school or even in high school.
Yeah, I was working when I was 19, so I did go to 1 year of college, but it wasn't for art. It was just more just to do my generals. But yeah, I lucked out. I broke in early and didn't have to do the whole school thing. I mean, for comics, I generally don't recommend it because it's just a big scam anyway.
Yeah, you don't have that. I mean this as a compliment. You don't have the art school kid vibe to you.
What is the art school? What is the art school kid vibe?
I don't know. It's hard to say exactly. It's something like when I see it, I know it.
That kind of hipster?
Yeah, something like that.
I'm definitely not hipster. I'm very anti-hipster, in fact. Dan, did you say that Blick is doing curbside pickup?
I said Michael's was.
Or Michael's?
I don't know if you ever go there, but
Occasionally. I mean, I'd go the closest.
yeah, they have
the
just the most basic stuff
Yeah.
there.
closest one to me is the Apple Valley one. So it's not most
Yeah.
convenient for me. But
Does
That one's
Michael
really-
carry stuff for Copics?
yeah,
Yeah.
they do, but I don't know if they have like as complete a selection as if we went to Blick.
Yeah, they don't have the selection that Blick has for Copic.
Because at the rate this is going, I might need to get some more colors.
Yeah, I have no idea how you order, to do it or anything, but
Just Amazon.
I just saw cars pulling up there, and do you guys ever do this kind of technique where, I don't know, like I'm lightly shading in all the black, and then I'm gonna use an eraser to find the white spots? It's kind of like drawing in reverse.
I have.
Because sometimes when it gets into drawing this like leathery stuff,
Yeah. It's easier to start with.
yeah, my problem is I don't use enough black when I'm drawing clothing and stuff. So I have to work from black into the white, just so I'm using enough black.
Black is always a struggle.
Tom, have you used Zipatone?
I have not. It looks cool when it's used, but I just don't feel like cutting all that shit. Just seems like too much work to cut it.
Do you know how to do the effect in Photoshop,
I think in
Clip Studio?
Clip Studio or Photoshop, I think there's like a brush you can get that does it.
Okay.
In Clip Studio, it's very easy to do.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Yeah, you know how to use Clip Studio?
I
thought you
can
didn't
pull it
do
up and show you. I could even actually kind of show you on my computer's here next to me, but it's like let me see. Maybe I can figure it out quick enough. Now, I don't know if I previously set this or not, but here I'll get the. Hold on.
Wow, Dan, you're like really advanced.
You see, here's a tutorial. Myself out.
Yeah, you did.
I want to be able to see myself doing it so I can see what the camera's doing. All right. So here's a lasso tool. Bam. Then I go down to this icon here, the checkerboard, and it's already there.
Dang.
And you can increase the density.
I had a feeling that, yeah, you could do it in Clip
Like
Studio.
it's that easy. So they make it extremely easy on Clip Studio.
I guess my new digital product or project is going to be doing nothing but zipatone.
Zip tone is something like, you know, I've experimented with it. It's fun, but like when people in comic books, like when the penciler or inker starts adding gray tones and stuff, it's like you're doing the colorist job, aren't you? You know what I'm saying?
Kind of, but sometimes the colorist doesn't do a good job, and
Yeah.
you know, you're in that way. It's almost like you're kind of minimizing the colorist messing up if you can establish where the tones are supposed to be first. And plus, I think some of the people who do that, they just like to see how it looks. It's kind of fun to have that kind of control.
Yeah, for me, it's like, can we not all be doing that? Because I don't want that to be the new standard. You know what I'm saying? Where artists have to put in gray tones too now. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't outdo me too much. Come on now. I don't want to have to start using gray tones.
Yeah, it's like, you know, we're just starting to get used to get comfortable enough just doing line work, and now we gotta add
Yeah,
it
that's
to
what I'm
our arsenal. Okay, here's my Doc Ock.
There he is.
Elton John. You know, one thing about me is I never, musically, I never went backward to like a previous generation's music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me neither.
So I never got into Elton John.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I mean,
neither.
nowadays, you know, I'll hear like, you know, whatever's on the radio, whatever, like it's what, Jack FM or whatever. And they're playing some 80s classics, whatever. That's my only exposure. I'm not like going out to get the album or anything like that. So like even the Beatles, I never got into them.
Oh, yeah, I never got into the Beatles. In fact, I always thought, growing up, like any kid my age or younger that is into the Beatles are such fake posers.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Like that's how I always looked at them.
That's exactly how I think I've always felt about it. It's just like
I didn't grow up in that era to really appreciate, I mean, I guess I can appreciate like the impact they had, but technically when you listen to their music and compare it to like the stuff I like to listen to, I was like, oh, these guys don't compare. They can't play as hard or as fast or as technical as like my heavy metal guys that I liked.
yeah.
And that might be a narrow-minded thinking, but it's just the music I like.
Yeah, there's just something that doesn't seem authentic about liking previous generations' music.
Yeah, to me it was just more like following a trend. But like I said, maybe the joke's on me.
And on that note, that's a good ending.
Fine.
So,
Well, we're starting another one. Here's Cable again. Just massive. Dude. 12 heads tall.
That's the mutant proportion, man. He's a mutant.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice.
Well, it was fun as usual.
Yes.
3 hours, that's a record.
Is it 3 hours? Holy shit. Yeah, you're right.
Awesome work, Jeremy and Tom. Your stuff was dope.
Same to you guys.
Jeremy, you got the letters in there too?
yeah.
That's ready to get colored.
Are you going to turn that into a print?
No.
You should. Get it colored up. And
Yeah, you should color it or something. I don't know. It seems like it's just right to get colored.
think for the next Comic-Con.
Yeah, by then I'd probably hate it. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, Jamie, I'll text you tomorrow.
All right.
Cool. All right, guys. It's
All
fun.
right.
Have a good night.
Later.
Thanks, everyone, for joining.
Yeah. Later, you guys.
Bye. Yeah, let's wait 3 more seconds just to make it an even 3 hours. Bam.